Hey guys, hope everybody's had an amazing 2023 so far. I got an email asking me, can I just go by the white hairs on a plant to tell me when a plant is ready to harvest? That's a mixed answer for me. And the reason why is what kind of strand are you growing? What kind of high are you looking for? And if you're just looking for like a type of high and stuff like that, a certain type of high, like a knockout high or like a go to sleep high, but if you don't care what kind of high you get, you can go by the hairs. But if you're like trying to grow for it to do something and help you, you go by the trichomes on a plant. You can't see the trichomes with your naked eye. You need a jeweler's loupe. And you can get away with something as low as like a 30 times magnifying. I use a 60 preferably. And the reason why that's going to help you is because the trichomes are so small you can't see them with your naked eye. And by looking at them, if you're looking for a knockout high, go to sleep, relax high, you want most of your, trichomes to be amber. And I'm talking about once you get to about like 40, 50, 60% like amber, that's a pretty sedative, high. And then say if you're looking for, energetic high, go out and do something, you want those hairs, those not the hairs, but the trichomes to be mostly cloudy with maybe a little bit like 10%, amber. That's if you want the energetic high. Now, the other thing is you go by, say if you have an 8 weeks cycle, okay? I start checking my plants if they only go for 8 weeks at 6 weeks. And the reason why is saying if you're growing by seed and you're growing the same strand, so you think everything's going to be done right that same time. That's not so much the case. If they're just regular seeds and stuff like that, and you done picked out all of your girls and stuff like that, there's gonna be a slight difference between each one of those. Even though it's the same strand, there's gonna be a slight difference in between each one of those genetics within that seed. And some of those seeds might get done before that 8 weeks, and some of those seeds might get done after that 8 weeks, like 9, 10 weeks. But on the other hand, if you're growing by clone, it's pretty repetitive because you've pretty much taken the same genetics from that mother plant. So once you hit that sweet spot and you figure out where you want your high to be, head high, energetic, go do stuff creative, or if it's more of a relaxive stuff, you'll get in sync with a clone and not even have to look at anything, because it'll be pretty much repetitive and you'll know what that plant looks like just by looking at it. So, in my opinion, I would not go by just the hairs. And my biggest reason is to name one strand that's famous that everybody knows. White Widow, hella heavy yielding, but that plant hair very rarely turns a different color to tell you that it's getting close to ready to harvest. And there's other strands that are just like that. So that being said, always, get in sync with what you're growing. Look up like some of the facts of other people that have grown that same plant. And then figure out, hey, I got a 10 week or 8 week, growth cycle, flowering time. And before you get to that max flowering time or whatever it says that 10 weeks, like say if it says 10 weeks, start checking that plant right around like 7.5 8 weeks, and every couple of days check it up until like that 10 weeks. You might go beyond that, but that's really the only way of you being able to tell when a plant is done. Always have a jeweler's loupe. Like, they're not very expensive. They're like 4, 5, $6 on Amazon. I hope that helps you. Till next time, God bless.